So let us try to understand uh, what exactly are the web services in detail and what are the benefits of the web services. In a very simple language, web services are the software component which are available over the internet. So say for the instance, we have weather services for which we can provide a city name, and in response it will tell us what is the current temperature or what is the maximum temperature during the month and minimum temperature during the month. So essentially, whenever these software components are being accessed, it is being accessed into a neutral manner, in the sense that those components are accessed with the help of the JSON or XML XML messages. And to access this component, most of the time HTTP is being used. So HTTP being a neutral protocol which is accessible over the internet, those software components are nothing but something which is accessible over the internet. As JSON and XML as well as the HTTP has nothing to do with any of the programming language like C# or Python or Java. It is immaterial that in which language these components are being written. So one of the major benefits is it provides a loosely coupled architectures between the software components, and most of the time these components used to be legacy components into the previous worlds. When people used to create these softwares, they used to create a big software projects which has all the functionalities. Instead of that, nowadays people are dividing up these software functionalities into the smaller components, and those components are being exposed to be consumed into a JSON or XML format over the HTTP, and that's what something which is defined as a web service. So web services also provides the reusable components also. Say for instance you are creating up a say for instance we are creating up an authorization services which connects to the LDAP or which connects to your database. The person who is using these services does not need to know that how these services are being written. At the same time, multiple other projects or the multiple other components can actually call these services and identify whether the username and the password is correct or not, or you can say authentication information is correct or not. So unlike client and the server model, where we most of the time we have the client which is making a call to the server, and at the same time we have the server which is providing up the response. Web services does not have anything to do with the GUI. It talks about in what manner the message will flow, using which protocol the message will flow, and the message will be coming on to which URL or the URI. So if you understand that the definitions provided by the WWW called as W3C, web services provide a standard means of interoperating between software applications which are running on the variety of the platforms and the variety of the frameworks. So very important thing is always about interoperability. It provides a loosely coupled architectures. That's why software applications can communicate to each other in a very simple manner. And most of the time the third-party integrations or the other software which wants to talk to each other, instead of using of the core bar or those kind of technologies or the bridges, now people are talking about the web services. So as I said earlier also, having known web services something like which is like a prerequisites for all developers, whether you are a .NET developer or whether you are a Java developer.